Hey, here you are. Oh. What's up, dudes? Check out the new axe. Check out that killer top, huh? Little flame maple. Little flame maple back for you. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. If you haven't figured it out by now, this is a fake Les Paul, but it does have a maple cap. Nice piece of wood on there. I know what you're thinking. I thought the same thing. It's definitely going to be a photo flame, but there's actually a little gap in the wood right here. I mean, you can clearly see that that's a real finish. That's a real slab of wood, and that's amazing, is what it is. And besides, there's a couple little imperfections. I mean, it truly is book matched. It's gorgeous, and the fingerboard is ebony. Ebony. You know, these replicas come with rosewood, but I paid $27 more to get ebony, and it was worth every penny. Because boy, it really just makes it look perfect, huh? You know, nice slab of ebony too. I'd say it's on par with the Ibanez. Just beautiful. A lesser quality, but still nice, is that one there. That's also a fake. That it's also an ebony fingerboard, but they do like a nib system on the side with that. And here's how they do it. They put a piece of binding over it, then they take a file and they file down that part that goes over the edge of each fret. And as they file that down, they try to be real careful not to hit the fingerboard, but inevitably they do. So there's a bunch of scrapes on the side. It's just not as good. It's not as nearly as clean as this. Not nearly as clean. And you know, that was like $2.95 shipped. You know, and I would definitely say this is a cut above it. You know, the headstock is more correct, you know, than that one by far. It got the angle better, and it has the size better. At this distance is better. I mean, just all around, they nail it more with this one than that one. So how can you tell the fake? Well, one giveaway already is this little thing right here. It's supposed to be large. You'll see fakes with the large, but they'll still have the small hole. Small hole, fake. Large cavity, real. The other way is on the headstock. Most of them say Supreme and not Supreme. If you look at the real Supreme, the E is fairly, you know, oval. And whoever looked at that said, oh, that looks like an O, and wrote Supreme instead of Supreme. Most fakes I've seen say Supreme. The other thing is the abalone underneath. You know, it's actually a pretty nice piece of abalone. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that right there. Pretty nice piece of abalone. The problem is that it doesn't have the brass pieces to make up the continents, North America, South America, and the Western African continent off on the right. So you should clearly see at the bottom of the banner, emerging like a triangle, tapered down, a big gold, you know, triangle emerging down and coming down to the bottom of that world as South America. That's the only thing right now that you can really rely on, other than the crappy hardware. I mean, you know, from a distance, from what you're seeing it at, I'm sure it looks fine. And you know, you see the fuzzy videos out there of people doing stuff, but when you really get close and you really get in on it, you know, you can see that sort of the quality just isn't there, you know. But that's okay. You know, it's not a lot of money. If it breaks, I'll get another one. They're disposable. But at any rate, use that as your compass for determining whether you're getting ripped off or not. Do not spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a guitar that does not have those brass pieces up there, because you are getting ripped off. Even if it has an ebony fingerboard, even if it has a nice flame maple top, you know, no guarantee it's not a fake. All right, so you have to be really careful, because the fakes are getting really, really good. All right, that's it. Oh, the other thing is the body. We opened it up and I took a look inside. It's basswood, it's Asian basswood. So, you know, and there is a truss rod under there. It's a nicer one than this one too. This one has like the old, you know, rod with a bolt on the top. This one has a true hex. You know, so there is a difference. You know, whatever factory made this one is definitely a cut above whatever factory made that one. You know, and that one, I mean, it's not bad, but you know, this is definitely nicer. I still like that one, but you know, this is really in its own league. You know, in terms of, and they weren't that far apart, like $295 versus $337. Pretty sweet. Anyway, rock on. Goes out of tune like every other guitar I own. It's pretty brand new, so the strings are still getting a little broken in. I should kind of, there we go. Warm up a little bit. Rock